We're up to the harachmans after Bamorim. We say harachman yanchileinu es yom shekulu Shabbos u'menucha l'chai olamim. Harachman, the Rebbeinu Shalom, he should be manchil to us. He should cause us to inherit yanchileinu this yom shekulu Shabbos u'menucha l'chai olamim. This day there'll be kulei Shabbos u'menucha l'chai olamim. And then we say harachman yanchileinu, but for Yom Tov also yom shekulu tov. Now we're very used to saying this word янחיחנו because we say it in bechas המזון on every Shabbos and every Yom Tov. But in reality, if you look at the nusach hatfilah, this is the only time the word янחיחנו, that Hashem should cause us to inherit, is ever used. Number one, it's an interesting nusach. We have to know why we say it. Number two, l'yom shekulu Shabbos u'menucha l'chai olamim. So the Gemara, the Mishnah Talmud, Perek Zayin, Mishnah Daled, says that on Shabbos we say it Mizmor Shabbos because it's a Mizmor that talks about the Yom Shekuli Shabbos and Menucha L'chai Olamim, which the Rishonim on that Mishnah talk about, that it's talking about the 7,000th year, the 1,000 years after 6,000 years. So what does it mean he should cause us to inherit the Yom Shekuli Shabbos? So some of the Mefarshim explain that it's talking about Yemais HaMashiach. Kadosh Baruch Hu should cause us to inherit Yemais HaMashiach. Now the obvious kasha on that is very simple. When do we ask Kadosh Baruch Hu to inherit to us, to cause us to inherit Mashiach? Mashiach either mispal that it should come at its proper time, that we should be zeicha for it, or if we're not zeicha, it's going to come because the time is up. But where does it come, this idea that HaKadosh Baruch Hu calls us to inherit, that Mashiach is something we're going to inherit? But there's one other place where we say something similar, which needs beer. At the end of a Voltzian, that's l'shnei Yemais HaMashiach, u'l'chai l'mabah. We're not going to go into that machlekes, but we're going to assume Yemais HaMashiach and chai l'mabah for this as two separate things. But here we're asking HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he should cause us to inherit Yemais HaMashiach, because it's been manchil. It's not in nusach we found anywhere else, not in Chazal, not anywhere. So how did this come to be the nusach of this harachman, which we don't know exactly when it began? The early Rishonim don't have this harachman. Started a little bit later, at some point. So what does this mean? Harachman янחיחנו es yom shekulu Shabbos. So it could be what the pshat is. So the Gemara Shabbos daf kuf yud ches amar aleph, when it talks about Shabbos, what does it tell us? Amar Reb Shimon bar Pazi, Amar Reb Yeshua ben Levi mishum bar kapara. Shimon bar Pazi says in the name of Reb Shimon ben Levi, in the name of bar kapara, kol mekayim shalosh sudos b'Shabbos. Anyone who's mekayim 3 sudos on Shabbos, nitzal mishalosh peronius, will be saved from the 3 punishments of peronius, mechevle Mashiach, from the birth pangs of Mashiach, medina shal gehenim, so someone who eats 3 sudas on Shabbos is going to be saved from the birth pangs of Mashiach, the din of Gehenim, and Melchemes Gog and Magog. So you see here, this which we add to Bechas HaMazon, this idea of, that we should be Manchil Mashiach, has something to do with the sudas Shabbos that we just ate. So that's number one where it fits in here. At least the idea that it should Manchil as Mashiach. But why this question we asked if it should be a Nachala? So look at the Gemara Vayt. It says, Amar Rabbi Yochanan Rishon Yesi. Rabbi Yochanan says, name Rabbi Yesi, Kol ma'aneg es Shabbos. Someone who gives tainuk to Shabbos, which we do through the Sudas Shabbos, noisen le nachala b'li mitzarim. He'll be zoichet to have a nachala without boundaries, because he says the pasuk says in Yeshaya, in Perek Nun Gimel. 1 second. Sorry, Yeshaya Perek Nun Ches. What is the pasuk in Yeshaya, the end of Perek Nun Ches? What does the pasuk, the last 2 psukim of Perek Nun Ches say? This is the Haftarah from Yom Kippur. Im toshiv mi Shabbos raglecha asois chafotzecha b'yom kodeshi. Someone restrains himself from going on Shabbos and being involved in his weekly business. If you karosel l'Shabbos einig l'kdosh Hashem mechubad v'chibad is mechabed Shabbos. Os tis anig al Hashem v'kavticha b'masei oretz v'echalticha nachlas Yaakov Avicha kipi Hashem dibur. And then someone who treats Hashem properly, treats Shabbos properly, and gives proper tainuk to Shabbos, what's going to be? He's going to get a nachala of Yaakov. What is a nachala of Yaakov? The Gemara says, Avram's nachala had limitations, because the pasuk says, Kum misalich be'eretz la'arkul l'rachba. There was a length, there was a width. It's big, there was a limitation. The Yitzchak, it says, Ki l'chol zaracha etin, it's called Aretzis Hakel. These lands, it sounds specific. But by Yaakov, what does it say? For Ratz the Yom of a Kedmot, so if any of a negative, spread out to the east, the west, north, the south. Without a limit. So someone who treats Shabbos properly and gives Tainug, B'Moshiach Mashiach, the Rak explains this pasuk is talking about when we come out of Golus. Such a person is going to be zeicher to have a nachala b'li mitzarim. Such a person who eats Sudas Shabbos and treats Shabbos properly, he's going to have a nachla b'li mitzarim. So it could be over here. Chazal played with the nusach. It said Rachman yanchileinu. Same shekul Shabbos. When Mashiach comes, it should cause us to inherit that nachala. What nachala? It's a play on words, inherit, but also when we talk about the land that we inherit in Eretz Yisrael, that's called the nachala of that people, of that shevet, right? So we should get a nachala b'li mitzarim. So we say harachman, the Rebbeinu Shalom should give us that nachala b'li mitzarim, that this Sudas Shabbos that we had should be a chus for us to get that nachala b'li mitzarim, that huge nachala coming to us when Mashiach comes, right? B'yayim shekul Shabbos u'menucha l'chai ha'olamim.